Welcome to Corium Concepts. Thanks for coming by the channel today. Doing a live stream today, a long overdue live stream. Been away for a long time, well over a week. It's been absolute chaos in my world, both good and bad. I'm away from my home base. Have been for some time, not for bad reasons, but just the same. Had to pack up my place and get out for a few weeks, and that's a big undertaking. Anyways, we've been getting it done. Had some holidays planned within there to do a hike with some friends and family. Unfortunately, the fires in our province of British Columbia here in Canada prevented us from doing that hike. We've been waiting years to do it, but unfortunately the smoke conditions and the fires nearby just made it too risky, so we changed the plan and headed to beautiful Vancouver Island to do some hiking and waterfalling and all that good stuff. But nonetheless, through all of that, I was supposed to have my laptop and gear with me, and unfortunately it was left behind. And once you start boarding some ferries and crossing oceans, it's a little hard to make do without it. So added to some complications getting back here on the mainland. It was just quite an adventure. A beautiful adventure nonetheless, but back to work here this week. Missed a lot of content over the last week. There's so much going on. I don't think I've done a stream since the Ripple lawsuit was finalized, so that's how much has gone on since I've done a show. So I'm going to try my best to get caught up here today. We've got some wild price action that's occurred since last did a show here also. So it's going to be an exciting show. Lots of good news, not too much bad news. I appreciate everybody for coming by. Still running that promotion. Once we hit to 1,000 subscribers, we're well on our way. We're just under 800 now. So a couple hundred more subscribers, and I'm going to have the pleasure of giving away those NFTs to one lucky subscriber. So please, if I left you some value here today, hit that like button, get in the comments, and share. And if you're new here and haven't subscribed yet, please do. It just helps the channel out, and it'll enter you into that great contest to win that NFT prize package. So I'm doing my best with my audio. I can see it's a little inconsistent here. I don't have my usual set. I'm just running with my headset here. Yeah, so it's going back to how we first started here almost. But let's get out of here. Checking in on the prices, you can see Sologenic starting here today just because it had a huge day. Really pumped hard today. It's just under that 20-cent mark at 19.187. It's almost doubled in price here in just since the month of July here. Look at that. So just a couple weeks, we've almost doubled the price of Sologenic. Checking in on Corium, not quite the same story here, but nonetheless there is some good news to report on that. You can see we're still sitting at just under 12 cents, so we have had some movement upwards since that same July 1st low there. But we're still sitting, well, we just hit 12 cents now, so that's a good sign. Just started a trend up here, making somewhat of a little pennant. But what I really like to see here is you look at this volume spike. That was on July 13th. That was, I think we all know what happened July 13th. That was a pretty good news day in the XRP community. We took on a big spike that day because that clarity, I think, goes a long way for Sologenic and Corium also. Corium's really went above and beyond trying to launch this project properly to not be in the sights of the SEC. We know they've been working close with Ripple, obviously learned a lot of lessons and a lot of valuable insight from Ripple's last 10 plus years in the industry getting to where they are. They've now successfully got clarity, so I think you can see how that would affect Sologenic and Corium as well. So, but it's good to see that spike was last seen the day before the snapshot. So that's a huge spike in volume. But the other exciting thing that's happened here, and that did occur before this actually happened July 3rd, we broke out of a wedge going back to December of 2022 on the RSI. So you can see it came out, popped, gave a little retest, and then shot up. Now we're making a little pennant here, so very bullish sign. Obviously anything can happen, but I'm really pleased with this turn of events right here. I know it's not quite reflecting in the price as much as some would like, but based on the news we're about to get into here today and the timing of the things that are coming ahead for Corium and Sologenic with this clarity, very, very bullish price action expected ahead. Not financial advice, just an observation. That's what I'm here to do. Just share my observations and insights. We'll continue on here. XRP also moving hard. Sorry, I haven't cleaned these charts up yet to get ready here, but you can see here, nice big bull flag, well above the moving averages, well above these lines I've done years ago. You can see there's a trend line going way back, coming up here. What do we got? $1.19. So that's my local target on this upswing. That I'm watching next. I'm not saying it's going to get to $1.19, but if we start hitting $1.20, well then I'm going to be very interested in that. And checking in on Bitcoin, it's been moving sideways. You're looking at since June 23rd, really nothing's happened. He had one little spike and it came down just as quick. And that spike coincidentally came the same day as the Ripple ruling. So I'm not too sure why Bitcoin would benefit from that ruling, but clearly the market decided the next day to go back to where it came from, while XRP continued on its journey to almost doubling up in that time. Total crypto market cap, as you can see, even though Sologenic, XRP, and Corium have experienced some very positive price action, much with some others, altcoins also. The total crypto market cap hasn't gone up significantly, mainly because Bitcoins have been moving sideways. We're still sitting at 1.169 trillion. Gold is up a little bit since we last spoke at 1980. Silver also at 2517. And the DXY has dropped a lot since we last spoke. It went down to 99.631 and has popped back up to that 100 level. So obviously eyes on that moving forward has a definite effect on the price of our assets. Since we last spoke here, also the MMRI, Mannarino Market Risk Indicator. If you don't follow Greg Mannarino on YouTube, it is a must for your market data and insights. I've been following him for over a decade. I definitely has created a great tool here just to quickly look at the market. You can see we last spoke, we were up in this 259 area above that 250 mark that started to give some concern, and we figured it would either pull back right away or continue up to 300. Sure enough, pulled back. Somebody's buying a whole bunch of debt, driving the 10-year yield back down. I don't know about you, but I'm not buying any of that debt. I don't know many sane people that would, so I imagine it's the big banks just buying it all up. Again, if you don't follow Greg Mannarino, please do. Show him some love for providing us this great tool. I don't have the time I used to watch the charts in the markets, so tools like this just make life a lot easier to keep a pulse on things. Corium Community DAO, very happy to announce we've effort to provide the best service and convenience for our community. We're excited to introduce a new feature, the Restake feature at restake.app. Now you can restake every 2 hours, no more manual claiming. You sit back, relax, and maximize your rewards. So For those of you that are using that restake option, it is now available on our Corium Community DAO. And while we're talking about that, I'd just like to give a shout out to the 40 plus delegators on our validator. I really appreciate your support. It goes a long way to help build what we have planned. There's going to be a lot more news coming on that in the weeks ahead. So please stay tuned and appreciate all the support. And we are looking at doing something special for our early delegators. So thank you very much. And you will be hearing more from me on that. So checking in with our validators. Lots happened since we last spoke here for sure. Total staked is 201,941,271 Corium tokens, and that represents 38.9% of the supply. We have a staking APR of 30.7354 and a percentage of 35.9. And if you look at here, Zen Lounge has taken the top spot since we last spoke, number one with 20.8 million bonded tokens, jumping way ahead of Cosmos Station at 18.7, BitTrue sitting at 18.5, and 007 Corium 9.8 million, and Informal Systems still holding that fifth place solid at 8.6. And you can see here, again, thank you to Smart Stake Analytics. Great tool they're providing the community here. Just these graphics and everything just make it so easy to track what's going on. You can see here Zen Lounge has increased from 0% to 1%. So that you can see they're gradually going to be increasing back up to, I assume, their previous 5%. That was reduced down to 0 after the validator had a jailing and slashing. So the Zen Lounge decided to reduce the fees in an effort to recoup the lost rewards during that downtime. So obviously that looks like it's near resolved because the fees are going up. I believe he has it set to a maximum of 1% a day. So if he is going to 5% as a goal, it's going to take a few days just based on that restriction alone. So, but it's good to see. Obviously, it didn't take long to resolve the issue. I haven't heard many details on that, but just based on this, it looks like the issue is resolved, and they're going to continue on as they previously were. So the other thing that's happened, obviously, since we last spoke, is we had a proposal, and that was passed, expanding our validator count to 48. So you can see another flag here. I didn't even notice that. Smart Stake Analytics. They had their promotion on previously 0% fees, and now they're increasing theirs too. They've increased from 3 to 4%. So their promotion is obviously coming to an end also. So they got 5 million tokens. So I suspect possibly what happened there is some of Smart Stake Analytics redelegated over to possibly Zen Lounge there. That's what changed the dynamics up there somewhat likely now that I see this now, because Smart Stake was obviously higher in the rankings previous. And we'll head on down the line here. We got so much work and content to go through here. You can see we have some new validators. We're up to 43. I believe I was the 40th one to come on with the Corium Community DAO validator was the 40th one to come online, and we're now up to 43. So that's really good to see. So we've added Frontier, and is a leading self-custody suite of products that includes a non-custodial Web3 wallet and decentralized MPC network, a self-chain. Interesting. So do a little bit more digging into that soon, I think. has definitely got my interest. And let's just go this way here. And we have a Beware Labs, guaranteed availability and uptime backed by a professional blockchain infrastructure team. I'll go through these a little bit more detail in the days ahead. I had a lot of important content that I want to get out here today before it gets too long. I got it back there again. And we got a Smiley Lounge here. A happy, smiley Corium validator committed to ensuring the decentralized, secure, and optimal operation of the network. So we will see what comes from that. And that was it. So yeah, just 3 more additions since that was announced, that we went up to 48. So there's still about 5 open slots from what I can determine here. And checking in on our Corium community DAO, you can see we currently have 1.304 million tokens locked up, 38th in the voting power rank, and up to 44 unique delegates, so we've gained another 3. So that's really awesome. Thank you guys for your support. I think you're going to be really pleased with your decision, and I'm hoping really impressed with the plan we have moving forward on that DAO portion, where we're going to get the community really involved with this validator and our ecosystem. So stay tuned for that. All right, and the other thing that happened, this was back on July 14th. It was Core Heroes NFT Evolutions validator that they held a Twitter space, Corium Community Validators Chit Chat, hosted by Core Heroes and Jerry IRL. So yeah, it was great. We had several community validators show up, and there was great information shared. Some ideas discussed, and a lot of valuable info that the community should be aware of. So this was recorded. You can see now 149 tuned in, but you can play this back on Twitter, so you can. I'll put a link in the video description afterwards when I do the details. But yeah, it was a great space, some great information there, and the more community support and input we get on these ideas, the better. Okay, and then Sologenic announces they continue to reach new markets with the listing of Solo on CoinsPH. So this was kind of announced earlier, but this is the new portion, I think, is a PHP trading pair will go live tomorrow at 1400 UTC plus 8. So looks like there's going to be a PHP Solo trading pair available very soon, and that's great news that Sologenic is making some moves. Just going to check in on just give me 1 second. I want to try and my comments aren't coming up here for some reason. Let me try and figure that out. Well, fortunately, I'm not seeing the comments for some reason, so let's go see if I can do it this way here. All right. Okay, I see Jason Diaz right on down in Washington State. Let's go Corium, he says. Right on. I was in your beautiful state there. Actually, traveled through there on the way to Cordova back in March, and it was my first time through there, and I definitely came home saying I have to go back and explore Washington some more. I love the outdoors, hiking and paddleboarding, so obvious that the state of Washington would appeal to me. So thanks for joining in here today. Really appreciate your support. Okay, we'll continue on here. Bob Ross says incredible response to Corium's Wave 2 with 160 plus applications. Evaluation completed by the team. Grantees to be unveiled next week. Also, Wave 3 is on the horizon with new criteria, enabling funding for stronger tech, teams, and impactful use cases. So that's great to see and hear from Bob, because when those grantees are announced, it's going to give us a really good look at what is coming in the short to mid term, but also the type of people and applications that are going to utilize what I think is cutting edge technology that Corium is going to provide. So I'm really excited to see the use cases for smart tokens. I know the grants really had a focus on the smart token technology, so really excited to see what that's going to do. Like, we've heard talks of on-chain KYC, ISO 222 being on coded into it. So many new innovations that this enterprise grade blockchain is set to introduce. So I'm hoping this first round of grantees, or the second round of grantees, sorry, is going to give us a really good look on what some of those technology and apps may be. Before we get too far, I want to share this from the Zum wallet. Warning, there is a fake Zum plugin in the Chrome Web Store. It asks you to enter your secret and seals all your funds. This is the most important part. We do not, and this is Zum, does not offer a browser plugin. We will never offer a browser plugin. We will keep your funds safe and encrypted on your own phone. Stay vigilant. So again, it's very important that if you're participating in this ecosystem, you're educated and understand how to operate your wallet and these extensions, if they in fact do or don't exist, because one mistake can wipe you out. So if you need more information, or if you're not confident you understand anything, never ever proceed. Just stop if you have a bad feeling, or if somebody's, here's number one, if you're asked to enter your secret, there's probably a problem. Unless it's something that you're initiating, you're not giving that secret to anybody for any good reason. So anybody asks you for that, that's a major red flag. Just stop there, get some help, make sure you're on the right place doing the right thing, because here's so many stories of people losing funds, and it's just tragic. It comes down to education and doing your own research. Again, from the Zum wallet, good news for those onboarding to the XRP ledger. Our Simple Swap IO crypto to XRP XApp now allows for account activation as well. So this is just another solution for that account activation hurdle. So it's great. Sologenic tried addressing it, and now Zum's addressing it too. So it's fantastic, and I know others are too. So it'll be great once we get that figured out. So the brand new XRPL account, 0xRP in it, swap your other crypto to your XRP account and hit the ground running. So that's cool. You can use some of your other crypto, do a swap, and it funds your account. It's great news. Give them a follow, because I obviously haven't already, and going to check that out myself. Uphold is back up. So this is going back to the lawsuit there. See, July 13th. They had some problems with the flood of volume that came from the XRP, or the Ripple announcement, I guess, was affecting the price of XRP. So it says Uphold is back up. Yes, we went down, but no platform could cope with 50x spike in the volume we saw today. Uphold feels proud and vindicated to have been the only platform to stick with XRP through the thick and thin over the past few years. We'd love to give props to our law firm, Paul Hastings, who gave us the confidence to make that right call when every other US venue listened to other counsel and delisted XRP at the first opportunity. It is unforgivable that we went down today. That said, in 2021, when all major crypto exchanges went down during explosions in activity, Uphold's uptime was better than that of Coinbase and Binance. Today's spike in volume was simply unprecedented. The 10x scaling buffers we put in place after the 2021 boom were simply not enough to handle this spike. We have resolved that now. We're doing everything in our power to handle these elevated loads. Today is confirmation that maximum US regulatory FUD is behind us. It's time to celebrate. So that is great news. Very pleased to have Uphold as a partner of this channel. That was one of the main reasons why I accepted that offer, because they always stuck by XRP. They've never backed down. Sologenic, Corium also brought onto their platform with the scrutiny that they have for their projects. That gave me the confidence in Corium that I was looking for. So it's just fantastic to see that Uphold came out on the right side of history on this, and I'm pleased to be in a partnership with them. And there's more exciting news coming from them. Stay tuned. I was going to dive into this, but I'll just kind of scan over it. Certic, the reason why I have the Corium audit up here, not a lot's changed since we went through it last time, but again, I just wanted to review it. We have had some improvements here and there. The market stability is still an issue, but governance strength has improved, so it's all good to see. Got an A rating, top 10 percentile, so that's good. And the reason why that was brought up is because the XRP ledger had a Certic audit completed, and they got a AAA rating, a 94.25 security score, and you can see it's a little bit different situation on their end. Their market stability is very solid at 95. They need some work on the fundamental health. So again, I want to break into these metrics and compare them with Corium's audit, but we'll save that for another day. It's just really good to see 83-cent XRP heading for that $1 mark next. Okay, so I'm going to have to take a drink for this one. There's a lot of talking on this one.
Mic off. Mic on.
All right, so Rise Today, social marketplace and uplifting community posted Corium partnership alert, a message from the new partner. We've been working closely with this soon-to-be named company. We'll follow this thread down here. Check out their pitch deck here. We want to work with Corium. How we plan to unlock the power of Corium. Currently available in the Apple Store, we're ready to make the move to blockchain. The world where digital and physical realms collide is coming fast, where boundaries vanish and engaging content is right at your fingertips. We have built a powerful force that revolutionizes the way you experience digital creations, games, and advertisements. It seamlessly merges augmented reality and maps, allowing you to connect with the world around you like never before. Immersive content everywhere. Drive foot traffic, boost engagement and sales with enhanced AR advertising campaigns. Learn how to discover new things with immersive information displays. Explore your surroundings with interactive AR maps and navigation tools. And transform your environment with breathtaking AR art, installations, and design.
Mic off. Mic on.
Loopable experiences. Seamlessly connect with your audience and deepen their engagement with their brand. Flexibility. Create customized experiences that can adapt to the needs of your users and their surroundings. Interactivity. Empower your users to interact with your brand in new innovative ways. Actionable insights. Track and analyze user engagement and make the data-driven decisions to improve your campaigns. Intelligent notifications. Your canvas for creation. Create immersive content using our AR creative tools and share it with the world. Foster growth and meeting within your community with custom AR experiences. Engage with a select group of individuals to perform unique, high-impact tasks that computers can't handle. It's a world of possibilities. The enigma. People are drawn into a realm where missing out on the content that truly matters is a thing of a past. Unveil the enigma, unlock the power of Corium, immerse yourself in a world where your imagination knows no bounds and where your creations transcend boundaries. Explore the possibilities, embark on an extraordinary journey, and discover a force that will change the way you engage with the world around you. I have to say, I've had a peek at this technology, and my exact words were, you're only limited by your imagination with this technology. This is going to be a game changer, and I just hope I can stress this properly so that my community understands. Keep your eyes on this. This is going to be a big deal. Very excited for what's coming. Rise is definitely onto something powerful here. I can't say a whole bunch more about it. I have had a peek at it. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm stunned by it. I can't even get my head around it. I've spent many hours since seeing it, just going through different ideas. So yeah, it's I've had a lot of time in the forest and the ocean and remote waterfalls lately, and this still followed me there on my mind. And yeah, just keep tuned because the future awaits, as it says here. The innovation and creativity. We pave the way for innovative and creative content that breaks through the noise and engages users in new ways. It's a revolutionary technology. AR and maps become intertwined, transforming the way we experience the digital world. Meaningful connections, from community engagement to personalized social media. Corium creates meaningful connections between people and brands. Corium community, how do you feel about this? Respond in this tweet, and we will attempt to reach out to Corium Official with your acceptance and approval. But it doesn't stop there. Our tech enables anyone, yes, anyone, to become a content creator and evangelist, armed with the entire physical world as their canvas. Whether you're an individual, a business, a cryptocurrency community, we provide the ultimate utility and valuation. It opens up two distinct paths. Firstly, by utilizing our tech to create virtual experiences worldwide, you can grow your community with purpose and meaning. Secondly, you can activate Corium members, our invaluable crowd workers who perform tasks that computers simply cannot handle effectively or economically. From personalized social media postings to driving physical foot traffic around the globe, Corium members bring a new level of engagement and impact to your endeavors. For this, user would be continuously rewarded from other brands and companies while simultaneously growing their community. It's time to merge the traditional brands with the crypto communities to drive more efficient growth throughout the economy. Thanks to the Rise community and a few members of the Core Council for finding us and showing us what community is all about. Retweet, like, and comment to be whitelisted. So that is a must. You definitely want to be on this whitelist. I guess I could have played it this way. Just the same. I hope you get the idea what this is all about. And we're going to go and make comment on here. Right now, because if nothing else, follow my Twitter channel and let's give them a gift too. There we go. Great partnership. Very excited. I can't wait till you guys can see more of this technology. I'm very proud to be part of the Corium community that is bringing this on board. I think this is going to change a lot of things. I always go to the quote. I should pull it up so I have it handy here to play in his words. But I remember Reza saying in that Twitter space that Corium's it's going to change everything, and this is just one piece of that puzzle. Just one piece. There's so much more coming, but just this in itself, I can tell you, it's going to change a lot of things. You can see here all the different ideas. Yeah, stay tuned. I'm definitely on top of this, and I will be the first to give you any updates that come out for sure. Just going more on this thread. Some of this we've seen in the presentation, so I won't go through it all again here, but I will touch on some of the different things. Gaming and entertainment, bring games to life, create interactive content wherever you go. Education, train and educate employees, students, communities with immersive educational experiences. The Enigma, we talked about that already. So yeah, so much to go through. This is going to be an episode on its own. I'll wait till I can get Rise on the channel here for an interview. We've been wanting to get together for a second interview. The last one we did is, I think, still one of my most popular ones that I've done, and I look forward to a second one because this is just one of his projects that he's working on alongside of his huge project. This isn't even talking about his NFT marketplace, his social network that he's developing. None of that is even addressed in this here. So we got a lot to go through on our next meeting for sure. So hopefully that'll be very soon. Out of respect for time, we're going to get going off of that. Again, on social marketplace and uplifting community Rise today, you stake your Corium with Rise, earn Wise, and use our custom auto compound feature. And you can check that out here at stake-corium at risetoday.com. I can tell you just real quick, basically he's created his own setup where you can customize your restake in an effort to pull some profits too. So you can like restake 75% and then the other 25% will go to a wallet that you choose, or half and half, or 90% and 10%, however you want to do it. You can customize it on his. So it's a really cool feature. If you haven't checked it out, it's at stake-corium at risetoday.com. Okay, oh, not suitable for work maybe. Core Nebula Nymph number 042. This is one of the NFTs that's included in my 1,000 subscriber prize bundle. a shout out to the Nebula Nymph Project for donating this to me or gifting it to me. Michael Cunningham here was kind enough to give it to me, and I'm including it in my prize bundle. So definitely check out his collection. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and gifting me this lovely NFT. Um, it's definitely the spiciest NFT I have in my collection to date. So I thank you, and I really hope that you have great success with your project, because I know you put a lot of work in it, and you're a great community member, and I wish you all the best. So thank you again. Okay, and over to Bob Ross again. Got a pretty long thread here. Again, this is going back to July 6th, so I'm not going to dive into it too deep now. But there's a lot of good stuff in here that I want to go in, but it's going to be a show on itself here, I think, too. Life's somewhat back to normal here for a couple of weeks at my new location. Um, it's a little chaotic compared to what I'm used to. I'm used to being alone up on a mountain, out of reach from anybody really. So now I'm in a city, and have a lot of people around at all different times. So it's quite different than I'm used to. I've always said that cows are a lot easier to get along with than people. So it's a big change for me out here, but we're struggling to get through successfully, I think, having a good time and meeting some real cool people along the way here. So we'll check in with Bob on this one. Recently had, this just came out today, so I haven't even checked out this link yet. It just came up as I was getting the live stream ready here. Recently had an insightful dialogue with Jeff Wilsler about the transformative power of tokenization within the financial sector. It's now crafted into an astute and informative article. Through his research, deserves commendation. Always a pleasure to contribute to such professional discussions. So Bob obviously is impressed with that, so I think it's worthy of checking out. 142,000 people have checked it out, so we may as well too. CoinDesk says here, what if the next generation of crypto is not made of magic internet money that non-nerds had never heard of, but the cryptographic tokenization of stocks, bonds, cars, and real-life things that people actually care about? Jeff Wilser investigates. He's the author of 7 books, a journalist. He's got New York Times, GQ, so yeah, he's done a lot of stories, articles. So let's see what he's got to say about tokenization. Long, one of crypto's big ideas. Tokenization may finally be ready for prime time. Wall Street is diving in, creating tokens for everything from buildings to gold bars. One advantage, relatively little regulatory scrutiny. Jeff Wilser reports. Take a scan how long this is here. Oh, it's a long one. We may have to review that another time. I don't want to read the whole thing to you if I don't have to. Some articles I think are valuable enough to go through the whole thing, but I haven't even scanned this one yet. So, yeah, tokenization lets you create liquidity for things that aren't liquid today. Welcome to the sneaky, lucrative world of real-world assets. This does look like a great article, but I'm not going to go through it the first time reading it to you guys. So I'll give you more on that on the next one once I've dove into it. All right, and Zeev. Yes, I want to share this. There we go. I'm a community partner with Zeev. They're a great partner, not just with my channel, but they contribute a lot of resources, education that help the Corium community also. They put out a lot of very good content, and they do a great service providing infrastructure, no-code infrastructure for Corium validators, such as the one I utilize with them. So this space here caught my eye because it, it's not Corium network related, but the technology is very similar to what we're dealing with here in the Sologenic and Corium community. Building bridges, exploring the melding of DeFi and traditional banking. This is a topic for Thursday's Twitter Space AMA with Meld DeFi. Be hosting esteemed dignitaries and of Meld for this AMA. So set your notifications on. It's going to be a great one. I looked a little bit into Meld, and where's the link to them quickly here? Anyways, they deal with non-custodial wallets and assets and that. So this is at 7:30 tomorrow morning Pacific time, so that'd be like 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Really encourage you to check it out. I will tweet out a reminder in the morning. And I just can't thank Zeev enough for all the educational content they put out on Web3. They have over 27,000 developers in their contact, and that's not even including all the institutions, and blockchains that utilize their service too. So huge company, and they're doing their absolute best to educate people for that transition from Web 2 to 3. So again, more than pleased to partner with them as a community partner, and I quite look forward to this tomorrow. And I'll maybe let out a bit of a teaser. They haven't announced it yet, but I do have an AMA Twitter space coming up with them very soon. So very excited about that, and I will obviously announce that as it becomes available. Okay, that one shouldn't be there. Okay, and then this is a new launch alert from Zeev, introduces restaking and extends support of its non-custodial enterprise-grade validator infrastructure for Corium blockchain. Here's the product hunt link for the launch, where you can leave your valuable feedback and comments on using Zeev for your staking and Corium node management purposes. Click this link to launch your own Corium nodes within minutes, only on Zeev. So you can see, experience Corium's groundbreaking validator node infrastructure, revolutionizing blockchain staking, amplify your earnings with easy restaking, introduced by Zeev. And with that, so a brief of restake feature. By enabling restake, users authorize a specific validator to send delegate messages using their own validator address. This authorization is limited to the specified validator and does not allow delegation to other validators. This authorization, granted through restake, has an automatic expiry period of 1 year. After this period, the authorization needs to be renewed. Users have the flexibility to revoke the authorization at any time if needed. Users can limit the total number of tokens the validator can delegate on their behalf. This provides additional control over the delegation process. And users can also adjust the expiry date of the authorization if they want it to expire earlier or extend it beyond the default 1-year period. So the steps to enable restaking on your existing Corium validator nodes. Access the Zeev product platform, locate the action tab, enable the restake. Got to create a wallet, put a few Corium in that wallet to cover the transactions. Once enabled, the hot wallet will be granted auths to restake rewarded tokens on behalf of the validator node, ensuring seamless delegation process for the delegators. So yeah, it's great. Just another tool. Corium Community DAO validator, I can say, is using the restake feature, and really happy to put that forward for the community. And we spoke about that slide already. And this is just usually where I speak about Zeev and the partnership. I've done plenty of that already just based on the events that they have coming up. So again, I want to thank them for all their contributions. And you can see that this is the protocols that they take care of. There's a pile of them. So there's 5 open slots on the Corium network as of now. There's 43 validators, and it was just approved to 48. So if you're contemplating running a validator, definitely look at Zeev and what they can offer you for that. And that's going to wrap it up here for me today. I got a lot more to share. Don't want to run on too long and put everybody to sleep. It's a little too early in the night where I am for that. So look forward to some more content coming out more frequently than the last week for sure. Things are a little disruptive, so I can't commit to daily again, but we're working hard to get this all out to you as fast as possible. Definitely head back on over and check out risetoday.com. Check that out on Twitter. Make sure you got on that whitelist for, where are we here? Yes, social marketplace and uplifting community. Definitely want to check this out. I'm telling you now. Again, to all those, I should see if I can find my comments here real quick before we take off. Who we got here? Right on, just to G Torres, just to Dan. Haha, what an NFT you have there. It's lovely. Yes, my lovely lady Sonia, she is quite impressed with that. Yeah, I'm happy you didn't send me a blonde. She always gives me a hard time. She thinks I'm a sucker for blondes, and she's not a blonde. So at least I didn't end up with a blonde one. I just want IBC to open up on Corium or launch a DEX on its main chain. Well, I imagine the DEX that shows up on Corium when it does is going to be pretty badass based on what they've done on the XRP ledger for sure. They have intimate knowledge on that XRPL DEX. I would say as good or better than anybody out there. So I'm sure that is a lot of that knowledge they definitely incorporated into the Corium network and what it's capable of doing for sure. And we were reassured that IBC is just around the corner. Some were hoping for end of June. We're now hearing maybe by the end of July. I don't even care when it is. I know it's coming. It'll come in due time. There's a lot of exciting things happening on Cosmos network that I haven't even been able to share here a whole bunch just out of time limitations, but yeah, I agree with you 100%. Once IBC is live, it's going to be a game changer. It's just for demand for Corium, for liquidity, everything. It's going to be massive because you got to remember the idea is to keep a lot of these tokens locked up. So once we start creating use cases for Corium, that creates the demand and the velocity. You're going to see some price action for sure. So again, thank you for supporting the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. We're trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers. Let's get that image up here. Where is that? Right here. There we go. There we go. I'm going to have to update the NFT picture here for the lovely lady to the one that's actually going on the prize. So that is definitely the I should update this whole slide actually now that I see it. So this is definitely the core ape that I'm giving away. That's my second of 2 core apes that I have. And this Corium Punk was actually claimed by Huge Green Candle as one of the prizes. And all the NFT prizes I gave out from the Corey and Punks promotions that I did, I let the winners pick from my wallet. I wasn't concerned with the rarity or anything like that. Um, so yeah, he picked that one. That was actually one of my favorites. It's a pretty cool one. But fair is fair. I told him to pick away. That's what he got. So that one's no longer available. So I will update that one. The lovely Nebula Nymph is. I'll update that one to the one that was kindly donated to me from the team there, and I'll put one up here too of a core homie that I haven't received. The core homie actually. Another follower was going to donate one. I was supposed to actually go pick one from his collection, I believe, and I haven't done that yet. So, anyways, I will update this slide. But nonetheless, the whole point of me talking about this is to say that we're just a couple hundred subscribers away from that 1,000 mark. We're going to give away that prize package and all the rewards that come with it. The Core Apes paying out lovely right now. Their validator's growing, so the rewards are growing. And the Corey and Punks, they're paid out already, the monthly drip. So all these NFTs you get, the sooner we get to 1,000, the more rewards you're going to get from that prize. So again, thank you everybody for your support, patience, and understanding over the last week while life's been a little upside down. And for all of you that reached out and concerned, thank you. Everything's fine. Challenges in life just make you stronger and develop some character. So look forward to it. And it's hard to complain when you're just traveling around beautiful British Columbia and enjoying all it has to offer. So again, thank you. Peace and prosperity to all. Take care.